Good morning. Ooh, the sun is not helping us out, YouTube. Okay, this ain't working. Hold on, you guys. YouTube, you're getting all of the light from the sun. That ain't working. Good morning, everybody. So listen. Let me see if I can move the car somewhere else. Because the sun is not shining bright on YouTube. But I want to talk to you guys really quickly. We have so I told you guys my class called Online Course Magic, which is all about taking your knowledge, your expertise, your skill set. Like for me, my first class was taking my skill set of being a hairdresser and turning it into an online course. You're taking that and you're teaching others, right? Trying to find a place where it's not so sunny, where we can just create without the sun just messing us up. Okay, I think I found the place. Yes, this is much better. Much better. Okay, so let me tell you guys really quickly. So your girl I gotta sit at the DPS this morning, child. Ugh. I was in morning work traffic. Like, I don't do that. I was like, oh my God. It was kind of exciting because I haven't done it in a long time. I feel like I'm going to work. Yeah. But anyway, so listen, one of the most important things that I did when I created my first recurring revenue, for those of you that do not know what that means, and it's okay, don't feel dumb. Like, listen, it means you making money every month, okay? It recurs. So someone signs up and they pay a monthly subscription. So a recurring revenue business model is Netflix, for the easiest way to just explain that, right? But one of the things that I did, and I do this with anything that I touch really, but with my first recurring revenue, which was Short Hair Bootcamp, one of the most important things that I did was map out where I was going in the next 12 months, right? I see, like, you have to have an income plan, okay? So it wasn't that I just want to create a course and I hope it works. No, like, I literally picked the people that I was targeting. I was very, very specific on what I was offering, right? And the result that they're going to get, because some of you guys keep talking about, how can I sell my program? That sounds like you're just so concerned about your program. You're so proud of yourself you made a program. Like, it's not about you. It never was and never is. It's just about the program result that it gets for the person, right? And so I knew the result that I would get for the person. I knew the price point. And so from there, it becomes a sales game. I think that everybody is loving to talk about all the poo-poo pie stuff in the sky that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I want my sales page to look pretty. I want to make a landing page. Like, all of these things, which are simple little pages that take 5 seconds to set up. I promise you, I can make a class. Give me 20 minutes. I will be collecting coins, right? Because all of this research and procrastination, you guys, it's BS. You are stalling. These are all the people who are saying, I'll be ready in 4 weeks. What are you talking about? You're going to spend all that time trying to figure out what people want instead of talking to people and letting them in the program ASAP. Pre-selling it like they pre-sell a concert. Why are they doing that? They want to guarantee that people want to be a part of this event, right? So they're going to pre-sell because they're validating that the market wants this event. And so you're going to do the same thing. And so anyway, I digress. One of the most important things, and I think that's what made the difference, is that I mapped out where I wanted this company to be financially in 12 months. And from there, instead of getting overwhelmed, what I did was work backwards. Some of you guys are overwhelmed because you know the result that you want to create. You know the income you want to create for yourself, but then you're just like, oh my God, it just doesn't seem tangible. I need to be quote unquote realistic. Realistic. Like what? I don't really know. Like, realistic is I'm gonna break this number down and I'm about to set these goals and I'm gonna realistically go after them. That's what's real. What's real is I'm gonna go after these numbers. It doesn't matter. Like, numbers are there as guidelines, but everything is about your action. Are you actually gonna take action, right? And so anyway, the most important thing literally was mapping it out. So I mapped out where I wanted to be in 12 months. And then I broke it down. I love working in quarters, 90 days, right? So I knew that in 90 days where I wanted to be. So then I had my 30-day goal. And then it was off to the rate. Like, it was literally let's go hard for 30 days. And every single day, because you know your number goal, you match your actions with your number goal. And it doesn't, y'all so busy worried about, look what failure looks like. Oh my God, I'm not going to be able to manage this because I was rich one time and I got broke. Or I'm broke and I ain't never been rich. One of the two is messing you up. Or I hear people say, well, what are people going to think about me? Blah, blah, blah. Like, you guys, are you understanding that you could die tomorrow? And like Maya Angelou said, your legacy is what you do every single day. I was driving today and I was thinking about if I had children, like I would love to know that my kids can come online and see who I was, like what my thoughts are, how, like I want to talk about how we should be, because I want my kids to look at this as well, and their kids. Like, that's the beautiful thing about social media. So you can either see it as something that's negative. Why? Because maybe you follow a negative people. My social media not negative. Like, I don't see nothing I don't want to see, because I follow fitness people, makeup people. I be following folks that inspire me, and I'm off. Of course, you're going to see something negative. The news is worse than social media, if you ask me. Okay? So all of these rules that we make up don't even make sense half the time. And it's just procrastination. That's why you have to take control and dominion over your mind, because your mind is in the way. My mind, every time you want to go to a new level, is not about acquiring something next. It's about what in here will block this thing from actually happening. And so anyway, with my online course, I just made sure that I set the proper number goals. And then I did the things that would get me close. And listen, some of you guys are like, well, I don't know what I should do. Do what you think you should do, and it'll tell you what you should do next. Like, that works in anything in life, by the way. Like, do what you think makes sense to hit the goal, and then that will tell you, shouldn't have did that. That works. Maybe we should try this too. Like, that's all everything is. Like, oh my gosh, it's not hard, you guys. What if you chose for it to be easy? What if you chose for it to just be like, wow, I set the intention and then it happened with rapid speed. Like, that's what I chose. I said, you know what? Here's what I want. Here's how I want to live. Here's the business model that's going to get me there. Here's the value that I'm going to provide. Here's how many people I need to help, right? And in exchange, rightfully so, yeah, I get to hit my goal. And life gets to be great, right? And you're going to have obstacles. You're going to have things that you don't know. But again, I hope you guys saw my live stream the other day. The number one skill you need in life is resourcefulness. Because when your lights get cut off, when you get pulled over, you know what I'm saying? Or you have to stop because your tire messed up. Like, you need to be resourceful. There's going to always be something. Your baby throw up and you got to be at an event and blah, blah, blah. Like, there's just always something that's going to happen. And someone great told me, what is. Like, what is. Like, instead of being so worried about what you don't know, what do you know, baby? And run with that. Run with that. And stop being worried about what someone else's opinion is. Like, waiting for somebody to support you. I just wish my friends would support me. My friends don't do half the stuff that strangers do for me. That's just a fact. My parents, they don't go to my shows. Do you know how many shows I've had? I mean, all over this world. They don't be nowhere. They be at home in the same spot they was at last time, because that's what that's what they do. And they love me. And that's it. Like, that's all I got. That's all they got. Like, stop expecting something from people. Just expect you to show up every day and put yourself out there and hit your goals. So you can't just say, I want to, be an influencer and, oh, I want to, help women. How many women in the next 30 days? Because if not, you just talking. It sound good. You hyping yourself up because that's real cute. Oh, the Lord showed me a vision. Stop talking about what the Lord did, because if you're not putting into action, that's, like, to me, embarrassing. Like, faith is work. You got to put in action, and you don't get to get a guarantee. Like, there's no guarantee before I move. I need to know how much this is going to cost me. Like, what are you talking about? I knew that I wanted to make X amount of money, and I was going to do whatever it takes. Oh, I need that platform, and I got to pay every month $99. All right, cool. I got that. Not because I had the money, but I'm going to go get the money. See, y'all not thinking, you got to think like that, period, about anything. It don't even matter what it is. If you want to, it don't matter. Like, you know how a man say, you hear these stories about men pursuing women. Like my daddy said, when he saw my mama walking down the street, the first day he saw her, oh, that's my wife. That's a man that had a plan. In 6 months, they was engaged. In a year, they was married. They've been together forever, still together, right? And no, it wasn't perfect, but he made a decision and then he moved towards that at any cost. And that's the way that it works with business, you guys. When you step into the realm of business, there's a whole lot of faith. There's a whole lot of mindset work. You've got to be a person that you have to live between faith and then numbers. Like, you got to look at the numbers because the numbers are indicators, but you move by faith. Like, look, one of my favorite people is Richard Branson. Oh my God, I love watching his interviews. I love how he thinks because he has fun, right? He has so much fun and he knows like this could possibly fail and I'm okay with that. Some of you guys are not moving because you're scared. Fear of what someone thinks, fear of what you do or don't have, fear of what you think you know and don't know. Fear of the unknown. So you don't want to move and you want to guarantee before you do something. And it just doesn't. Just go get a check from a day job because that's a guaranteed situation until they tired and they say we done, or until the company closes, or until you get sick and then they fire you because you're sick or something like that. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that happens. It's a blessing. I love the day job check. I'm here for it. Give it to me. But at the end of the day, someone else is controlling who clicks that button. So if I can have some access to if I can do everything what I can every single day, come on now, I'm going to go do, you know what I'm saying? I'll take the day job and my side hustle. Because that's exactly what I did. I was doing hair, which required me to go to work. It required me to get up and be at work at 5 a.m. By the way, I've been walking around. I'm going to do a whole separate live stream. Being out this early, so I was at 7-Eleven, and this guy was getting mad at this other guy because he says that he was like, say, dog, you ain't gonna have no attitude with me. And I was thinking, if you didn't have attitude, then he probably is just reflecting you because you have an attitude, sir. And you're being very mean and you're loud and I see you and you just look stupid because you're mad at someone who has an attitude. But seems like you have an attitude as well. So I would think that you probably shouldn't be that way. It was so weird. Say, dog, yeah, motherfucker. He was just going in and I was like, this is backwards. How you gonna tell somebody don't get mad at you, but you are literally raging over some Newports? I would like to think that you should put the Newports down and go pick up a Bible or something. Gandhi, Deepak Chopra, something. Anyway, I don't know what I was talking. Oh, I was saying because everybody, like, it's just so funny being out early in the morning. Like, you just get to see so many different type of personalities. One lady walked in 7-Eleven and she was, and the greeter, the person at the register was like, good morning. And then she was like, hey. I said, oh shit. People are walking around with their problems all over like, I want to do a skit where you literally are just walking around with a hat that says your mood, with shirts that just has all your issues, because you're radiating that stuff. So it's like, you guys, like, in general, whatever you're trying to do today, change your doggone attitude, change how you're looking at things, be excited, smile, high five somebody, say what's up, like, literally change your vibration, and everything is just going to open up around you. And you won't even be bothered by someone's stinky attitude, right? But anyway, moral of the story, if you are starting your online course business, then you need to know the numbers. And you set them before you get started. You make an estimate. Stop trying to figure out what's wrong and what's right. And stop trying to make your prices based on the people you know. I don't care about my friends. And if my friends be calling me, asking me stuff I charge for, I would not set my business to their lack mentality thinking. Some of them, not all of my friends have lack mentality thinking. And it's not bad. It's not just, it's like, they're not in the mindset. They're not really about to do nothing anyway. Like, people that I know, I should say, because these ain't my close friends. People that I know that know me, be like, oh, let me just call them, whatever. I'm not going to set my prices based on what I see them doing because they're moving in fear. So now I got fear-based prices and I'm going to attract fear-based customers. And here we are. So no, literally, you guys, know the numbers, be unattached to how you get there, but know your number. And then break it down. You got 12 months, go all the way back down to 90 days, and then have a 30-day goal. And then for the next 30 days, set your marker and go hard. Like, go crazy, crazy hard, you guys. Because it's that simple. And that's exactly what I did. And then next thing you know, in 2 years, I had literally a $40,000 recurring revenue business. I was like, oh my gosh, Look what I've done. 40 grand. Every time you turn around, it was doubling. I was like, oh my gosh, every month it doubles. And all I got to do is I paid attention to what was making new customers come and what was keeping the customers. So I just kept doing it. I just kept working. And eventually it got easier and easier and easier and easier. And then now that you have a group of people, they're talking, then it got easier and easier. But I had a goal so that each week and each day, you're not just floundering, Googling and researching and take a bunch of useless information that you don't need right now. What is the information that's going to get you to your next step that you're trying to get? Let me tell y'all something. Instead of trying to learn everything before you start, be clear on the outcome you want for today. And then what is the information that will get you that outcome? And F the rest. Like seriously, F the rest. Until you get that one thing. Once you get that, okay, now let me get the next step. What's the outcome? And when I say outcome, you guys, you got to start thinking about what's the result that I want. Stop saying I want to create an online course. That's so freaking vague. Okay, I need to collect people's names and emails. What are the steps to allow me to collect people's names and emails from the internet? Boom. I'm going to get this link and I'm going to put it here. Okay, great. Now that I have their names and emails, I need to be able to send them a message automatically when they reply, when they subscribe to my email list. So now, what are the steps to get me this outcome? Everything is always about the outcome. Anything, like even in a relationship, even in a conversation, like what is the outcome I want from this conversation? Going in, what's my result that I'm looking for? So what do I need to say in order to see that result? At least get an answer if it's a yes or no or whatever. I'm just saying, we got Massachusetts, we got Michigan. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? What's going on, Anissa? Welcome. Anissa joined Online Course Magic. Do you get the money from your job before you work? So why you want God to give you the guarantee before? Right. Good point. Katya said, look, you don't even get your check at work before you put in the work. So stop looking for miracles when you ain't putting no work in. Come on, Katya. Katya is getting our whole life today. Love it. I love it. This is God speaking through you the truth. Trust is to do with no concern about how. Yes. Yes. What's up? What's up, Diamond, Katya, Erica, Sharonda, Loretta, Nikki Styles, Megan, Jaffe Jaff, Kiana, Jay, Tahira. I got pulled over yesterday in a new ride. What does that have to do with this live stream? Oh, maybe because of what I said earlier on my page. Willette, what's going on? But yeah, you guys, at the end of the day, it's all about, if you want to create recurring revenue, remember, is your income that comes in, it recurs, right? So MRR, monthly recurring revenue, ARR, annually recurring revenue. These are the numbers that you need to know. And you can literally just suggest where you are going and then work backwards. And it's kind of like magic. How do I have mascara? Girl. Oh, darling. So anyway, that's it. That's one of my, like, I see people skipping that step. So one of the first things that I do in Online Course Magic when you log in, look at Anissa. Yes, y'all better get Lakeisha's course. Anissa just purchased. Ow. She just purchased. And the way that you join, you guys, I normally offer this course. People have literally, hundreds of people have bought this course for $4.97. And the testimonial rate is insane because it's very action-based. It's all about the outcome you need so you can freaking start selling. Because people are literally, best course I purchased. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, literally, when you log in, one of the first things I have you do is map out those numbers because you're running a business. So you're not just, I know you're trying to be, some of y'all are real spiritual, trying to do ministry. Ministry needs money to move around. Ministry needs money to be impactful. Nobody respects a poor person at the end of the day, right? And so you got to make some dough. You need to take what you have, your skill set. I took the skill set of being a hairdresser and turned it into intellectual property, an asset online. And then I asked people to join for $19 a month. And people just kept buying, kept buying, kept buying. So all you holy folk, you don't need to be holy and broke. That's whack. Ain't nobody trying to hear you. Why they gonna believe what you talking about? Don't you hate, I mean, no shade, but you gotta keep growing. People want to see progress. People will rock with you in your brokenness as long as you're growing. So don't even sit there and act like you got to be rich to get started. No, you got to be hungry. You got to be willing. You got to show people where you're going, and they will rock with you as you're growing. So you need progress no matter what, right? And so at the end of the day, you can start where you are, how you are, and just be committed to progression. And the way that you progress is knowing those numbers. So one of the things that we do in the beginning of Online Course Magic, if you want to work fast track, is mapping out how much you want to make with this business, and having it's so specific so you can stop overthinking and getting stuck. Overwhelm comes from either too much information, so now you don't know what to do next, overthinking. Like, my course helps solve that. They will rock with you. You better tell the truth. Right, Pastor Connie? Listen, honestly, you have to have a vision of where you're going, and people will rock with you, guys. Jesus was like, look, this is where we going. This is what I believe. Let's rock. Who rocking? It was so simple. It wasn't like super complicated. How about my shirt from Barcelona today? Extra spicy today. So anyway, still using the techniques. I love it. I love it. So anyway, okay, so the way that you join, normally I charge $4.97 and everyone pays $4.97. There's not no, whatever. But for a limited time, actually, I think there's only like 10 slots left, or maybe 9. I think there's 9 left. You actually save $200, and it's only a one-time payment of $300. So if you want to create an online course, ladies, let me tell you the types of courses you can create, ladies and fellas. So maybe for example, as a hairdresser, I started teaching online classes on how to do short hair, right? I started teaching the business of being a hairdresser, right? I started teaching how to make your website, how to put videos on YouTube, how to do live streams that make money, right? I have a million courses. But the types of people that are in my courses also, I have a couple of people that are in the transportation business. So they teach you, they are teaching people how to get like the proper licensings and have successful transportation businesses. I have nurses in the courses that are teaching other nurses certifications or something like that. I have church people that are just using the curriculum outlines to create curriculum for their churches. I have, of course, a ton of life coaches that are teaching you how, like, stuff about your life, right? Solving problems. Now, life coaches, be careful that you're solving problems that people actually want to buy, right? And you got to put it in a language that makes sense for them, right? So confidence courses, that makes sense. People are always trying to be more confident, right? There's people that are teaching branding courses. There are real estate people teaching people how to do real estate stuff. So, like, the sky's the limit. Like, you just got to know that you're teaching in a niche that people in a market people want to actually buy. So that's why I teach. My courses are different because before you get into Facebook ads and all of the other confusing things, Confusionsoft and all of that, before you do that, you need to make sure that there's a need for this business. So to just go try to put Facebook ads to your book, if don't nobody want your book, sorry. There are some times where we make stuff that don't nobody want. That's just the reality of business, because business is testing things. So just because I made it doesn't mean a bunch of people want it. How many people have successful that we know that are super, super rich that will tell you, oh, we did this, but it really flopped. But it led us to this that did really well, right? So just understand that it's okay if you crash and burn. I had to create a bunch of different classes before I found like my groove, right? And even so, I'm still growing and cutting out some stuff I don't want to do anymore. You got to keep doing, because you'll find out a lot about yourself. You'll think you wanted something and you didn't really want it. Give yourself time for that. And in the meantime, it's a profit involved because you are helping people and serving people, and it's making you more influential. And the more influential you become, the more you can literally like be the brand and create what's attached to your mind. It has nothing to do with anything else, because people follow you because you're just constantly giving to them. You're watching this right now because I'm constantly sharing tips that are real life. I get messages all the time like, man, you told me this and made me think about this, and then I went and did this, and then boom, I got a result. Like that, plus the paid people like, oh my God, it was just so simple. You teach so simple. I don't teach complicated. I can't stand long, drawn out, complicated stuff. I just get to the point. And what I find is that people that get to the point, a lot of people are scared of that, because now you have no excuse, because the answer right there. Anyway, the way that you join the class, my bad. So right now, listen, the value of this course, I believe, is 10 grand. Because first of all, I've paid 10 grand for stuff that I'm teaching y'all for $300. But I also know that it's like at the end of the day, when I got started, I wish that I could have found something as direct as what I teach. And so that's what I want to do. And I do understand that in the beginning, you just need to be able to start and test. And so in the beginning, I didn't have a lot of overhead. I started everything with as few dollars as possible, but although I was willing to invest. So I invested in ClickFunnels and all the different sites that I needed, right? But also I knew that there was a testing involved. And so the most thing that it requires is my time and me being creative and using the resources that are available to me, right? And people literally, again, $497 for the class. Now, the bonus is using social media to build your influence. That bonus, that actual product was sold to Lisa Nichols' community privately for $497, right? And so hundreds of people have bought that for $497. You get that for free when you join Online Course Magic. And all you have to do is text 214-675-7115. Listen, the class is $300 right now, flat fee, right? Or you can make the payment plan and pay $497, which is 2 payments of $249. So just text, get the information you need so you can make a proper decision. But I'm going to tell you right now, all of them, let me see if I'm going to win first and then I'll start. That's procrastination. Nobody has time for that. You're not going to do your business right anyway. You're going to buy just another class and you're just going to be doing the same thing you're doing this time next year. So I'm just trying to get y'all into action, and it's tough love, but it's just true. Like, what if you die like in 2 weeks? What is the world? Like, do stuff so you can live and have like legacy is what you do every day. Like Maya Angelou said, it's not this big end all thing. Like a person's impact happens with every person they meet every single day. Every single day you have the opportunity to leave a legacy. You have an opportunity to have a voice in the marketplace. You have an opportunity to create wealth. You have an opportunity to be more than you were yesterday and to impact others with what you know. It doesn't matter who you think you are, who you think you're not, because somebody doesn't know what you know and they're struggling right now because you're not loud enough in the marketplace. So it's time to step up. It's time to put your message out there. It's time to build influence. It's time to literally stop having to trade time for money. Like there are instances where that's cool, but that like you want to have multiple revenue streams. This is a vehicle and an opportunity, right? So again, to join, if you want to get the information, 214-675-7115 is how you get the info. I'm trying to tell y'all, whatever you do, even if you don't join, any business you start at the end of the day, you have to map out where you want to be in 12 months and then work backwards. Set your 90-day goal, set your 30-day goal. For example, we're in the middle of Q3. Literally, there's 7 days left, including today in this month. And then we're in August. And then August and September, boom, we out this quarter and we're in the fourth quarter, baby. Like, what in the world are you going to do? We are literally 5 months away from the end of the year. And in 5 months, what if you created a recurring revenue business of $2,000 a month? You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. You can do it, right? You can have a $19 product, a $25 product. Some of y'all selling more higher end stuff, a $350 a month product. Listen, it's only just you deciding that, like, yeah, that's what I'm about to do. And join the club. So next week we start our live sessions. So not only will you join, you actually get to work with me and just get coaching so that when you're stuck, you know, you could be like, Keisha, I tried this didn't work, whatever, right? So the coaching is really, really powerful. It's connecting. We meet, we see each other. We get to keep track on who's doing what. And it's just fun. And so it's community. So you're not doing this alone. We have a Facebook group. You can go in there and share your breakthroughs, your wins, your breakdowns, right? And so it's just a really powerful group. And I really want to help people just start. That's always my goal with whatever I'm up to. But anyway, just text the phone number 214-675-7115. I'll send you the link. Text class. Y'all, your girl is discombobulated. I got to go to the DPS today. Text the word class to 214-675-7115. Listen, I'll get you the information. I've been talking to you guys, and I love talking to customers because it just lets me know, first of all, I'm giving you what you need, because I could just tell you that you got to survey your customers. And so I'm on the ground talking to you guys. Where are you stuck? What's keeping you from starting? I will tell you from all the conversations that I've been having with you guys, most people are just procrastinating because you don't believe that it can actually, happen. And so I just dare you to believe in yourself, whether you join me or someone else. I dare you to believe in yourself. I dare you to map out where you want to be in 12 months financially and be committed to that. Be unattached to how you get there, because things are going to happen and you're going to learn. But be committed to where you want to be. That was the number one thing that I did, was go, okay, I want to create this business and I wanted to make this amount of money in 12 months. And then I backed into it 90 days. And so I hit the ground running, right? And literally, it became my reality faster than I thought. And it also opened up a ton of doors that just I didn't even see coming. I was like, oh, wow. Because while you're studying for 5 weeks trying to figure it out, when you actually talk to people, they will tell you what they want. And so what happened was, instead of me sitting up studying and trying to brainstorm and come up with this great big old product, I created what I thought people needed. A percentage of those people bought, right? And then when they bought, they started asking questions. So then I could correct my course in real time. So now I have a relationship. The course is getting better and better, and they're asking questions. And so what I thought they needed, they were like, you teaching us hairstyles, but we don't have no customers. I was like, oh, so y'all want a customer class? They was like, yeah. Like, how did you get customers? Oh, let me create that. Boom, created that. Keisha, okay, now I got some customers, but I don't know how to manage all of these different little tasks and these systems and these products. Well, they weren't using that language, but I knew that because they didn't have no systems and processes, stuff was all over the place. So then, boom, I created another course. And so I was creating what they needed because I listened and I just got started and I stopped procrastinating. So that's my spiel for the morning. And I love you all. And that's it. Text the word class to 214-675-7115 so that we can just have a quick chat. It's literally a quick text chat. If you in, I'll send you the link and then you get instant access. You can go through the whole course in the weekend. You can literally have your course done by Monday and be selling for September and October, and for August and September. So I'll be back later with some good tea, whatever, all my good stuff, all my live streams. I love you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my youtube.com/Lakeisha Michelle. And I'm excited because my shirt's from Barcelona this morning. I love wearing clothes from other countries. The end. Life is great. Random. Love you guys. No more procrastinating. Right. Listen, because it like literally breeds more procrastination. And then you beat yourself up. So now you feel like crap. Now you're trying to go do what you didn't do, feeling like crap. It's too much. It's too much. Just don't even worry about it. Just start now with where you are, what you have, and how you look, and just keep pushing. Don't worry about nothing.